Guys, this Pierce Morgan segment here displays women's complete hypocrisy when it comes to men's rights. Now, this is concerning a woman who gives a false allegation and she's found out that she's guilty. And guess what? This woman is going to defend her. So let's hear it, as painful as it is.
Her own mother. She's clearly not well. I actually don't even think she should be going to prison. I think she should be going, I think she should be sectioned. I think she's not well. And I actually don't think prison is a safe environment for her.
Yeah, you see, yeah, prison isn't a safe environment for a woman, but it is for us guys. It's very safe. We all know the security men have in prison, right? And of course, she's not well. Any woman who does anything bad, she isn't evil. She's just not well, right? Because the natural state of womanhood is goodness.
Well, I don't really care if it's a safe environment for her, frankly. And I don't think that being unwell is justification. You wouldn't be saying that.
It's not a justification, but it might be an explanation.
If we had a male, if this guy had been convicted of what he'd been charged or accused of doing and arrested over, like you said, 22 years, you'd have called him a monster. You wouldn't have made some excuse about his mental health.
Yeah.
Finally, Pierce Morgan calls this bullshit out. And she's right. He's right. This woman would not have said this man is mentally ill and that the jail is bad for him and he can't be, recover in that environment. She'd be calling him a monster and saying he deserves every bit of it. And you'll see this woman does not give a shit about her hypocrisy being shown. She supports it 100%.
Yeah, I mean,
right? Why are you making an excuse for her?
I'm not giving her an excuse.
You are.
She is. She's lying, right? So, I mean, because you know what? Their hypocrisy it doesn't bring any shame. When women's hypocrisy is shown, all it's good for is to educate us as men. It doesn't affect them at all. Being called out doesn't change anything.
So she shouldn't even be in prison.
I'm explaining. I don't think that she is well, and I don't think she's going to be rehabilitated in a prison. I actually think it's going to be really.
She is well. She did it on purpose. We have too many cases of the average woman doing this out of spite. It's an act of evil.
Awful for her, and actually is an indictment of our justice system.
Actually, what's an indictment is that he would have gone down for 22 years. She's going to be out in the next 2 years, having served half of an 8.5 years.
And do you think that she's going to be any better? She's not going to be any better for it. Prison is about rehabilitation.
That's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie this woman's willing to say. Any guy who spent any real length of time in prison will say it's not about rehabilitation. It's about punishment. When these guys get out of jail, they're not really rehabilitated. Society doesn't embrace them. They remain in jail even when they get outside because they can't get jobs. Right?
She is not.
You wouldn't be saying that if he had been found guilty and gone to prison for rape.
But she's clearly not a
You wouldn't know, would you?
She's not. She's
yeah,
not.
But you wouldn't, would you?
No, I think that's a false equivalence.
It's not a false equivalence.
You see, I think it's a false equivalence. No, she's lying. She's saying she's a woman, therefore her evil should be accepted. That's it.
Literally just told you. He was told if these lies stuck and he was found guilty, 22 years in prison. You would have been quite happy with that.
Yeah, and there she goes. Yeah, well, yeah, no guilt or shame. She just says it's different because I say so. Now there are two types of women. There's that type there that is open about her hypocrisy. Then there's the type that don't want to be open about their hypocrisy. But there's no third type. There's no third type that get rehabilitated by having a mirror shown up to them. I know it because I deal with women all the time. When the hypocrisy gets shown out, what they do is they fall silent, but they never change their ways, right?
Right.
If she got through the justice system convicted, and the justice system had convicted him, yes, I would.
You would have been quite happy. You wouldn't have made all these excuses.
I would have been quite happy.
There you go. She's quite happy, and she wouldn't have made all these excuses because that's what it is. This is one of the few times Pierce Morgan was actually useful to society. He called out this freaking disgusting monster. This is a monster. But sad part is most women are monsters when it comes to men. They don't like us. They're complete hypocrites when it comes to justice. Who am I kidding? They aren't just when it comes to us. Some scumbag woman tried to throw a man away just because she felt like it, and this absolute subhuman is defending her. Take a very good look This is what the face of a subhuman is. Goodbye.